Good evening, Rustic enjoyers. I hope you're doing alright, because it's time for the Rust Workshop Skin Checks. Yes, it is December 19th, and we have returned from a break. Why did I have a break? Well, as you can see over here, we literally just had the first week's Christmas Rust store. So basically what happened is there was a massive batch of Christmas skins that were submitted, but there was one big list being produced by TGG, the official list, and I thought, well, if I were to make a list as well, that might confuse people, might cause problems. I thought, you know what, I should just step away. So that's what I did. So recently, we did a very quick version of looking through the likes of the Christmas skins. I pointed out all the continuations that I was aware of. I also pointed out some very interesting skins that I happen to like. Lo and behold, quite a lot of them got accepted. Very nice, very cool. But you should be aware, this Thursday on December 21, we're going to have a second week of Christmas skins. However, as you can see right here in my followed authors list with a little sneak peek, all the most recent Rust Workshop skins that have been submitted over the past weekend, and as of Monday, they're all returning to non-Christmas themed. Yes, on December 28th, that will be the last Rust store of 2023, and we're returning to normal skins. Alright, sounds good, understood. So we're going to go ahead and take a look at all of those today, with the intent to identify any potential continuations of collections. Because if we potentially could see those being accepted in a future Rust store, well, we might consider wanting to invest into the skins that has already been accepted from that same collection, because if that new skin were to be accepted, we tend to see the spike in demand and spike in price for the pre-existing skins, aka, with the financial perspective, we're on the hunt to identify potential investments in the effort to make some of those sweet, delicious looking profits. So yeah, we're financially focused. We're looking to find potential investments. Does that sound clear to all of you? So before we get started, I should point out, some of you are probably wondering, Hedge, what's a followed authors list? Well, if you were to look in the top right corner of this video right now, there'll be a special card that's appeared. If you were to click that, it'll navigate you to a specially prepared video in which it will showcase to you the many different ways you can build up your own followed authors list. Because of course, as you can see right here, all the newest skins all nicely and neatly presented to me like so. It's so easy to set up, you just got to learn how. So in a 10-minute video, it'll basically break down everything to you and you can set your own one up. Sounds good? All understood? Awesome. Now you should also be aware that with the likes of looking at all the new skins submissions today, when we're trying to identify how good a potential investment might be, we'll be using the likes of scmm.app. So this is just to help give us a good visual in regards to, is everything going to be alright? Is everything going to be okay? You know, oh, we can look up this, we can look up that, we can make connections to this, we can refer to that. Basically, it's going to help out. Understood? So yes, that is scmm.app. You can Google it. It's the Rust one. It's right there. It's, yeah. Not too hard to understand. So before we get started, I should point out there is a new version of the Holiday 2023 list set up by TGG, also known as that German guy. So he hasn't actually produced a video showcasing all of them, and I don't blame him because there's 153 skins to go through. A few skins have been technically removed. You know, that's happened before. Remember Halloween a good couple months back. So we're down to, I think, 140-ish skins to potentially being picked from, because all the ones that are picked for week 1 are still in this list. So consider going through all of this. Be prepared for what potentially might be picked out this Thursday for week 2 of Christmas 2023. There's a lovely batch of skins still out there. Show support, offer some nice comments and whatnot. You know the deal. You understand. So be prepared, and be prepared for Christmas. It's all good. But at the very least, keep an eye out for that German guy's next videos. And of course, with all the skins that we're going to be looking at today, there will be a top picks list next week, and you'll probably want to get a much better look at the likes of the skins that we're about to see. And so, we shall hop over to here, and this is the newest batch of skins. Now, there's a bit of a trend that happens, and I'll quickly explain it to you. When we've just finished a holiday, and this happened back in Halloween, the next batch of Rust skin submissions tends to be fairly small. You know, on average, like, over the past few weeks, we've gone over 100 plus skins easily. Today, only 77. That's going to be a whole lot more bearable. And hopefully a shorter video. Knowing Hedge, he won't let that happen. But you get the idea, you understand. So basically, we don't have as many skins as before. But next week and a week after that, we'll probably start seeing more and more. And then we'll be back to normal, with like 120 skins to look at every video. And there's only so much I can deal with. However, with less skins today, we could probably take a much better look at some of these skins and whatnot. But I'm sure you understand. So yeah, shall we just get started? Shall we jump in? So let me repeat. all of these skins are definitely potential candidates for the December 28th Rust Store, but maybe they might appear for likes of the first Rust Store of January, first Rust Store of 2024. Sorry about that. That's really hard to get out. Bleh, my tongue. Sorry about that, but you get the idea. You know what I'm trying to say. So be prepared. Let's go take a look at all of these skins. Let's identify all the potential collection continuations. Let's try and identify some potential investments. Let's begin. Let's start talking about the likes of Deployables. So, first up, why do we have a cat in a fridge? Oh, that's not a fridge, it's like a washing machine, isn't it? So, Mr. Jenna what are you trying to do? No, look at him, he's stuck. So, yeah, we're seeing more fridges. And again, not surprised to see something like this. Over the past few weeks, we have seen some very interesting attempts. So ever since the likes of Halloween, if we could go back to the first week of Halloween this year, we had a very cool looking fridge skin being accepted. And that essentially basically opened the floodgates. Loads of people started to try and make fridge skins because after Sir Q got his From Hell fridge being accepted, not only did it sell a lot, but it kind of got into the heads of many skin creators. Well, if you could get that accepted, surely I could make one that looks really cool as well and then make a ton of money as well. You get the idea. So with that being accepted, loads of skin creators thought, I'll go give it a shot now, because clearly there's a lot of people that do want them. And I'm not surprised, because for the past 3 or so years, we did not see a marketable fridge for a long time. And now we've got 2 this year. Because, of course, with the most recent Christmas Rust Store, we've now got another one which is ever so nice and wonderful. That is a fantastic design. We also recently got a Twitch rival skin, didn't we? So, yeah, fridges seem to be a hot topic right now. Wouldn't be surprised if we see a lot more people trying to push for them. Says a push button right there. But basically, overall, keep an eye out. We very likely will be seeing some more. And maybe during the likes of 2024, we'll probably see a whole lot more of them. Do you remember how locker skins tended to be like a bit of a rare sight to see, and then suddenly you had tons of them, and suddenly you had tons of Twitch drops of them? Yeah, that was all 2023, wasn't it? Maybe that happens to fridges next year. So brace yourselves, be prepared, and save the kitten. So in terms of a very goofy, silly idea with the is it a washing machine or is it a tumble dryer? I don't know. If you know, feel free to comment below. But yeah, free the kitten, yes or no? Do you free the cat, or do you leave him to... I don't know, get shaken around at him? That is a perfect gif. So, yeah, feel free to comment below. Jenna Croco, very silly idea. If you happen to like what you see, please consider voting yes or no. And if you happen to like the idea a lot, feel free to go ahead and comment. Always keep those skin creators nice and motivated to keep wanting to put out very nice, silly, creative ideas in the future. This is a brand new skin creator. He's only recently started to appear. And, hey, you never know. Maybe he'll get his first ever skin being accepted soon. All the more incentive to consider offering them some nice words. So, a very silly skin to start off with. Let's now go ahead and take a look at all of these rug skins. We got a nice batch of these right here. So, what do we have here? The Accept rug. Hold on a minute. Is this subliminal? What are you up to, Mr. Peppercole? What are you trying to get out of this? But yeah, very straightforward, silly idea. I'm pretty sure he wants to get his skin accepted. What do you reckon? Alright, so, cool idea. If you happen to like it, you know what to do. Next up, we have the Ivy rug. Now, when I saw Lecramp put this up, I was like, okay, I get this. Grass rug very recently popped off very nicely because Wildrum made a very cool video showcasing how to basically cover your base up with the likes of the large wooden barricades and whatnot, covering them with the rug, the grass rug. Loads of people suddenly wanted to do that as well. They all got bought out. I made a video talking about influential people, how content creators can influence people to want to buy skins and whatnot. Now, with what we saw there, I'm not surprised to see someone else wanted to make a green-coloured rug. But, grass rug didn't come out that long ago, and it feels a little bit awkward to see this. But then we also have an alternate version. So as we go over to here, Lecramp also made a snow ivy rug, which, fair play to him, totally fine. You're allowed to submit a skin, but then provide an alternate textured version. That's totally fine. So the fact that he also provided this, I was like, yeah, okay, then that's fine. Because when I only saw that, I thought, we've only just had the grass rug, but then, this, and that's cool. So yeah, hey, maybe you want to cover your base in pure white. Maybe that might be very helpful in the snowy environments and whatnot. Maybe it's just a nice style that you'd like to apply to the likes of your walls. If you're a fan of it, please consider voting yes or no. Best of luck to you, Mr. Lecramp. Now, talking about, setting up some nice snowy ivy on the likes of your base, why not just get snow? Why not just put some snow on the floor? So, yeah, Mr. Sheena right here, creator of that grass rug, by the way, he just thought, nah, I'll just, make a pile of snow and then people can just stick it in their base and whatnot. And fair enough, cool, it's silly, it's a bit, I don't want to say stupid because, a rug's supposed to be nice and warm, that's all cold. But hey, it's a silly creative idea. Are you a fan of it? Do you like what you see? Well, consider voting yes or no. I guess you could technically call it a bit of a collection continuation. Would he have like a desert one? Like, if this was accepted, would he have to make like a desert theme one next? Who knows? But best of luck to you, Shino. If you like it, you know what to do. And also, oh yeah, so this is something that's just appeared. We'll probably see a lot more skins during this video pointing this out, but skin creators now have to point out if they have any transparency on their skins. That is a new rule. If you've seen my most recent video that I uploaded recently, this one right here, what happened to Rust's Industrial Bloodgate? Well, basically, we had a problem with that particular skin. That was about 2 weeks ago. The recent December Force Wipe skins, they are accepted 1 day early. Most likely because Facepunch wanted to make sure everything was all out of the way and prepared for with the Force Wipe for December. Because, of course, there was the 10th anniversary and whatnot. Well, apparently they didn't properly look at the likes of that garage door. They liked the design of what they saw in the workshop, but they didn't actually bring it in the game and check it themselves, apparently. So that was incredibly pay to win with its transparency. And to kind of like save time and whatnot, all skin creators now have to point out if their skins are transparent now. That's a new rule. So, the more you know, the more you know. So consider taking a look at the YouTube if you'd like. All right, then. So with that, yep, if you like it, you know what to do. Moving on, we have some furnaces to take a look at. What do we have here? First up, we have the Furnace. Oh, no. Sorry. I love the little grammar mistake. I'm sorry. But Jimmy Tedeschi, Nullfut, they've gone ahead and made a version 2 of their Ethereum relic. It's like it's all being binded together, all these stones. Are they leaking? Are they falling? I don't fully know. Guys, don't forget, you're allowed to offer like a little bit of an insight in regards to what your design is all about and whatnot. Some people really do, some people really do like to write out a whole story for it and whatnot. Some people, well, they just kind of leave it barren. But at the end of the day, if you like what you see here, please consider voting yes or no. And we have our first collection continuations to talk about today. So very, very, very recently, Mr. Multi-Arhat Boris and Marco, first of all, get a good look at these gifts. They recently got the likes of their Tier 3 armour and their hoodie and pants being accepted. Like literally 1 week after the other. That was very cool to see, wasn't it? But of course, we've had the likes of Christmas, so they had to stop. Well, with the first new non-Christmas themed Rust store taking place on December 28, they thought they'll jump straight back in and make another attempt at that furnace. So as you can see with the design of what we have here, it's kind of like you can see a bit of an inside look at it on the back and whatnot. At night time, it looks like that. That looks very cool. All right, cool, yeah. So that is a potential collection continuation. Do you reckon that potentially might be accepted? And following that, could we potentially see a bit of a spike in demand and spike in price for the Damascus Steel set? So let's go take a look. Damascus Steel, is that? No, that's a completely different set. Shut up, Hedge. Sorry. So let's go find some of those Damascus skins. Okay, cool. Now, the hoodie and pants don't seem to be holding up very well. That is very unfortunate. But we were kind of expecting this because loads of people invested into the likes of these skins expecting, instant continuation, instant gratification. But we had Christmas. 2 Christmas Rust stores to be precise. So, unfortunately, those impatient other people, they just couldn't wait any longer. And they decided to unload all their stock. Hoodie and pants went down first. Tier 3 followed. Now that Tier 3 armour, both of those pieces were selling for like $5, $6 at one point. But that was literally when the hoodie and pants appeared. Now if you were to sit here and ask me, Hedge, if the furnace were to be accepted, would that cause the likes of all of that to go up in price? Well, I'll be honest with you, by default, I would say no. I wouldn't see that much of a spike in demand and whatnot, but I could see a lot of curious people probably buying into them, thinking, well, if we're still getting Damascus skins, hopefully at some point maybe we'll see the likes of Tier 2 being made and accepted in the future, and of course with a new core piece being accepted, of course all of that spike in demand, spike in price. So you might get a lot of curious purchases, and by default, literally next week it's going to be post-Christmas, so this is probably going to go up in price regardless, but it probably will only go up so far. It's an incomplete collection, technically speaking. I guess you could just blend it with the likes of some hard suit kilts and whatnot, and maybe it'd be alright. And who knows, maybe instead of seeing the furnace being accepted on December 28, maybe we'll get the boots and gloves instead. And that will cause a spike in demand, spike in price, the likes of that. So there is some optimism for it. But by default, if the furnace were to be accepted, I wouldn't see too much of a fuss. But it's a cool looking furnace at the very least. We can sit there and say that. So at the end of the day, if you'd like to see more of the Damascus collection, if you happen to like this furnace, feel free to go ahead and vote yes or no. And yeah, it's as simple as that. Best of luck to you two. Scrolling down, what else do we have? Murder Ducky's back. Got some sleeping bags. We have another collection continuation to talk about. We've got some large boxes. And yeah, seems to be it. Okay, cool. So let's now move on to talking about the likes of Murder Duck, Sleeping Bag. So quite some time back, we had the little Murder Ducky rock. That was a very cool idea. And then the likes of Mr. Rotten Man also made the likes of a sheep door. That was cool. But none of them were accepted, unfortunately. Doesn't seem to be something Face Punch is chasing after. So don't blame me, Rotten Man, for giving it another shot. But I'll be honest with you, after 3 skins, if you don't see this being accepted, maybe you just need to put your hands up and say, okay, they don't want it. Time for a new idea. You know, don't stick to it and hope for the best. I've seen many skin creators constantly put out a new skin for a proposed collection they have, and nothing was accepted. So don't stick around for it for too long. If you don't see this being accepted, consider making something different. All right, that's just something I thought I should pass on to you. You're still free to decide how you want to do things, but it's just a suggestion. All right, so that, if you like it, feel free to go ahead and vote yes or no. Best of luck to you, Mr. Rotten Man. Moving on with the likes of a collection continuation to talk about, and I forgot to mention that, but now I've mentioned it, so it's totally fine. Mr. Kazaru, quite some time back, did I'm speaking too quickly. He got his Dystopian Sheepman Door being accepted, didn't he? Didn't do very well, unfortunately. It hasn't retained its value. Now, it sold for, what was it, $1.49? What was it? It was $1.49. Yeah, right there. It's now down by half, which is very, 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 very awkward. But the one thing that we did say was, okay, look, if we see some more deplorable skins being, made and accepted, this could get a bit of a boost. So by default, yes, if we were to see the sleeping bag being accepted, I could imagine that will probably improve. That would probably do a fair bit better. But, what's the likelihood of seeing that potentially being accepted? It's not. I don't want to hate, but he's made a few attempts recently and wasn't successful. Same to you, Mr. Kazari, as I just said to Mr. Rotten Man. If this has been like the 4th or 5th skin to be made and hasn't been accepted, maybe it's best just to assume Face Punch doesn't want any more, and maybe you might want to move on to making something different. You done nothing wrong, it's just, maybe they don't fancy it. So, at the end of the day, it would go up a fair bit. But I don't think it's in demand that much. I don't think the demand would last at the very least. So, sorry, but yeah, looking at this with a financial perspective. So yeah, if you happen to like what you see in regards to that that sleeping bag, so let's get a proper look at all of it. Very nice, a leathery type of design. Get an up close look at it at the very least. Yep, if you're a fan of that, please consider voting yes or no. Best of luck to you, Mr. Kazaru. Next up, we have a very interesting skin to take a look at. So, Neon Vibes Deplorable Collection. We've had quite the discussion about you, haven't we? Let's go take a look at Neon Vibes because, oh, it's right there. That was easy. Very quick, wasn't it? All the skins doing perfectly fine, as expected, because people love a very nice, colourful, neon, straightforward type of design. I'm not saying that in like a mean way. I'm saying it like in a very straightforward way. People like this. People appreciate it. And that furnace right there, he's been doing wonderful ever since he came out. So, just before Christmas, we did see the likes of the Neon Vibes large wood box being submitted. Wasn't accepted during that Rust Door just before Christmas. Fair enough. But that still potentially should be a candidate for the next Rust Door, December 28, and potentially even the January Force Wipe Rust Door. Who knows? But what I said in regards to this was, if we do see another deplorable skin for this collection being accepted, I do expect a very nice spike in demand. If you can remember last year with the likes of Tempered Deployables, we had a Garage Door and a Sheepman Door. They were doing alright during post-Christmas initially. Then, on the first Rust Door of January 2023, we got the Tempered large box being accepted, didn't we? And that caused the Garage Door and the Sheepman Door to go... Sorry. But they went up in price insanely. Garage Door went up to about $20. The Sheepman Door went up to about $12. Something like that. Yeah. It was insane. So I made comments saying if we were to see the likes of that being accepted, we could imagine potentially the exact same behaviour of what we saw with the likes of Tempered earlier this year, or late last year, if you get the idea. Now we've got a small box here. And again, same thing. It still applies. As you can see right here, a very nice style, a very nice looking set right there. Would you like to see all of it being accepted? Feel free to go ahead and comment below. But yeah, I have very high hopes for this. Diaz has been putting out some very nice looking neon designs recently. The large box with its very nice array of the likes of weapons and all the large box. But if we could get a better look at the likes of the small box, yeah, it's got like a tools design, or a primitive one at the very least. So you've got the likes of a salvaged sword, tools on the top, a torch on the side. Yeah, no, that's a cute little way of doing things. If you have a good idea to share for the likes of what you would like to see for the next deployable, feel free to go give Mr. Diaz some ideas. Go to the comments. All you got to do is just say some nice words, be nice, concise, and straight to the point. You know how it works. And yeah, honestly, things are looking very good with the likes of this. Diaz, I'm optimistic, and I'm thinking we're definitely going to be seeing some more neon vibes, not only in terms of the workshop, but in a future Rust store. So, looking at the likes of this one more time, with all of those neon vibe skins, by default, I think they're all going to go up in price regardless. If we do see another skin appearing, yeah, that's going to go up. Very nice. So it's time to think. With all those profits you've probably made from the likes of Christmas skins, I hope, and items, I hope, because it's been a bit awkward with Christmas time, you probably would like to look at some other things to potentially put your money towards. Neon Vibes is a good shout. I would definitely recommend it. I already own a bunch of them, but for you, well, maybe we might want to consider it right now. Okay, so if you like it, feel free to go ahead and vote yes or no. Moving on, we have the likes of Secure Large Box. It's a very nice, straightforward, grounded type of design. This is made by Yak. Get a good look at this. I want to get a much better look at the front right there. That looks very nice. Do you like this? Not every single skin has to be super flashy, glow-in-the-dark, and multicolored, and you get the idea. Maybe every now and then we just need something a little bit more grounded, much more straightforward. And I'm pretty sure a lot of people can appreciate a design like that. And so, if you happen to like this, please consider voting yes or no. And yeah, best of luck to you, Mr. Yeah. Then we have the large wood box right here. It's Ant Farm. That is actually pretty funny. That's actually a pretty cool idea. Oh no, did they escape? Uh-oh. It's got like glass breaking bits. Oh no, someone shot it and now they all escaped. Okay, cool. So this is a glow-in-the-dark large wood box skin, as you can see right here. And then we have the likes of an orange one instead. Are these radioactive? So yeah, get a good look at that. If you like the idea of this, please consider voting yes or no. Best of luck to Shaft and Xenon. Then we have Mechanical Dawn version 1. There's going to be a version 2 skin to take a look at as well. This is made by Chris or Christina. I forget which one. Sorry, my apologies. Yes, there's a blue and a red one. So both of them glow in the dark, as you can see right there. Get a good look at. Get a good look at that. I've got to slow down. I've got to bring the pace down. I've got to stop talking so fast. It's my own fault. My apologies there. But yeah, side by side, you've got two versions. Which one's your favourite? Feel free to say. And there you go. Yes, the red one's version 2 and the blue one's version 1. And yeah, best of luck to you, Mr. I don't know. Best of luck to you, Chris. If you happen to like it, vote yes or no. Moving on. Then we have the likes of the freezer. Sure. Hey, if you're in the Arctic area, wouldn't you just put things in like the snow? I'm joking, but you get the idea. It's a pretty cool, nice little approach. Glows in the dark. You know what? I actually like that. I think that looks really cool. That is actually a pretty cool idea. It's a bit silly, but I've seen sillier in Rust, so maybe that might work out quite alright. Yeah. Where else are you going to put your beer? Yeah, no, I like it. Wagan, Gunya, that's actually a pretty cool idea. If you're a fan of this, please consider voting yes or no. And yeah, let's move on. So those were the large box skins. We're now moving on to doors. We have one wooden door with a variant, and then on I think that's a wooden door. Oh, we'll find out in a second. Right, and then we've got a whole bunch of sheet metal doors, garage doors, and then we got some special doors, and that'll be everything. That'll be all of the deployables. So let's just try and go through this at a nice, reasonable pace. First up, we have the likes of a wooden door. It's the OSB Chronospan Painted. Chronospan Painted. I don't know what Chronospan means. Feel free to explain that in the comments section, but you can pretty much figure out what the whole idea is. So he looked at the likes of the large, what would you call these? You normally put them on ships and whatnot. I can't believe I've forgotten the proper word for it. You wouldn't say luggage. You wouldn't say like boxes. What's the proper term for it? Wow, I am actually completely blanking at the worst possible time. You know what I'm trying to say? Oh no, cargo. We'll go cargo thing. Cargo storages, let's just go with that. So it's a very cool idea there. And then we have a version 2, I believe. This is the glow-in-the-dark version. So, yep, there's no picture to show off the lighting, but take my word for it, that's probably going to be glowing very nicely if it was nighttime. So, if you happen to like what you see here, feel free to go ahead and vote yes or no. And best of luck to you, Mr. Vlex. Sorry about not knowing what this is. I've completely blanked on it. You know what? I'm going to Google it. What are the boxes called on ships? And it's called, yeah, it's just called cargo, not shipping containers. They're not shipping containers. Large wooden containers, we'll just go with that, yeah. I can't believe I completely blanked on it. Moving on. Here we have the serpent metal door. Get a good look at this. This is made by Fuff, and it does glow in the dark. Get a good look at that. The rattlesnake sheens in the night. That is actually a very cool looking design right there, buddy. I like that. That's cool. So, yeah. In terms of creative glow-in-the-dark effect, I like it. Do you like it? Do you like snakes? Do you hate snakes? Maybe it might be good to put one up, because a lot of people don't like snakes. Ha ha ha. They probably want to go near your base. But yeah, that's actually a very nice idea. So if you're also a fan of that, please consider voting yes or no. Moving on, we have the likes of the Disco Sheet Metal Door. Do we have anything down here? Got a bit of a gift. So Voodoo, trying to get their first ever skin to be accepted. Got a nice silly idea. A holographic style effect on the likes of the Disco Ball. That's pretty cute. That's pretty neat. Thank you for showing it off in a GIF. If you need a very nice, colourful, noticeable door, feel free to go ahead and vote yes or no for the likes of this Disco Sheet Metal Door. Best of luck to you, Mr. Voodoo. Next up, we have the Cozy Sheet Metal Door, or Sheet Metal Door Or. Moving on. Yes, so made by Kavahu. Get a good look at this. It's like a very cool looking desert-style design. Are you going crazy looking at the sky? Well, I think all of us do. Wait, hang on a minute. Is that supposed to be shoes? Or is it supposed to be rocks? I thought it was like a guy with his feet up. That would have been safe. Hit a fire right in between. But yeah, cactuses and whatnot. I was going a little bit crazy. I was staring at the thing. There you go. I told you. It would make you go mad. Anyway, so if you happen to like what you see here, feel free to go ahead and vote yes or no. Best of luck to you, Mr. Gavahu. Oh, okay, right. So we've got Kavensi with another attempt on his Constellation Sheet Metal Door. He has tried a good, reasonable amount of times, so let's just bring this up. Constellations collection. You should know Kavensi from being the guy who made the likes of Outer Planets collection, or he also made the likes of the Constellations collection. Now, late last year, we saw the likes of these two skins being made. They did alright, they sold nicely, but they both properly rose up in price when this was accepted earlier this year, back in January time. So that did cause a very nice, noticeable spike in demand, spike in price, and we can show that to you right here. All you've got to do is just look into the past, look at the sales history. So right now, as you can see, this is currently selling for $11, or just over $11. And if we could go to the past, you will see this very noticeable spike. Look at that. January 12, Rustor, garage doors accepted. Spikes in demand. Now, it didn't last forever, but you should anticipate something like that happening again. Because if we do see the likes of that sheet metal door being accepted at some point, maybe, the end of December, or, some point in January, I wouldn't be surprised if it happens all over again. However, the price of this now is a fair bit higher. So maybe it might not be as high of a spike, but from what you can see here and what you just saw there, you should probably anticipate the likes of that potentially happening again. And same thing here with the armored door. Oh, sorry, there you go. Yeah, so spikes doesn't last forever though. So prepare for something like that. It's up to you. But yes, if we were to see the sheet metal door, I do expect the exact same thing to happen all over again. If it happens. All right? So as we go over to here, one more time, we only have one picture to take a look at. Come on, Gvency, I need more than that. But anyway, as I said, we had the garage door being accepted back in January. We had the likes of the small box being accepted and complete the sets back in August. And yeah, everything seems to be sitting in a very comfortable spot. Could you imagine if we saw another spike, another addition to the likes of the Constellations collection and seeing another spike in demand? I'd hope for it. But let me tell you, Mr. Kavensi has been putting out attempts for the likes of his Constellations collection throughout all of this year, and he hasn't been successful since the garage door, because with the likes of the small box, it was actually complete the sets. So, like Face Punched or the dev team basically picked out a submission from like a year or so ago. Awkward, I know, but just understand the difference. So yeah, if you're still feeling optimistic, yes, I would imagine this will do all right. And in their current positions, I do expect all of these to go up in price regardless during post-Christmas. It's a very nice little set right here. So, by default, you're looking at a perfectly fine thing to invest into, if you want to, right? That's up to you. But I already have a whole bunch of these already, so we'll just see. We'll see what happens. So best of luck to you, Mr. Cavency. Feel free to go ahead and vote yes or no if you happen to like it or not. Then we have the New Year party door. I'm not surprised to see something like that being made because, well, why not? You know, no, why not? I don't think we've seen any like New Year's themed skins ever being accepted. We got the fireworks, true, but they're items, and I don't think they actually came out for a New Year's before. I can't remember when they first appeared, but regardless, this is the first time I've noticed something like this, at least with the likes of the garage doors. So, Anaphen, I don't blame you for giving it a shot. We shall see what happens next. What do you think? Do you want to see something like Happy New Year being celebrated in Rust, or are you just satisfied with the likes of Valentine's, Easter, Halloween, and Christmas? Is that enough for you? I don't blame you, but we'll see. We'll see. So, best of luck to you, NFN. Feel free to go ahead and vote yes or no if you like it. Then we have the likes of Blackbeard's Garage Door. This is a very cool idea made by Mad Polly. Get a good look at this. Wow, that's got a lot of shine right there. Got the barnacles on the bottom. You've got the likes of the shells down here. That looks very nice, very cool. Wouldn't that mean it's been underwater? Oh, that's a perfect look at it during the day. That looks very nice. Mad Polly, you've done a very cool job with this. So if you like what you see here, feel free to go ahead and vote yes or no. Hey, listen, if you got the full pirate collection, maybe you'd like to have that as your door for your base. I'm just saying, that's actually a very cool little piece right there, so best of luck to you, sir. Then we have the likes of the Hell Demon Garage Door. Get a good look at this. This is made by Upor and Hyper Monster. Get a good look. As you can see, it glows in the dark. Very sinister, very red, and pretty cool looking. If you happen to like what you see here, feel free to go ahead and vote yes or no. Best of luck to you, Upor and Hyper Monster. And then, right, I'm not actually going to spend a lot of time talking about this because I've got a video quite literally talking about this. And we brought it up earlier, didn't we? If you were to go to my YouTube right now, you'll see this video right here. What happened to Rust's Industrial Bloodgate? Doom Garage Door. The original one, as we already pointed out, had far too much transparency. People did not like it. They were vocal. They gave their negative criticism in regards to what that was. And Facepunch decided to simply not introduce it to the Rust Door. Alright? That's the very general gist. If you watch the whole video, you'll basically understand what went down. So that happened about 2 weeks ago. Robstar, the skin creator, decided, well, you know what? If the design was going to be accepted, why don't I just redo it? Just remove the transparency. And that's exactly what he did. So we actually have a good screenshot. It's on my Twitter, actually. I think I can quickly grab that. So if I scroll down, if I go to media, there we go. So for a quick little, side by side, we have two versions, the regular and we have the glow in the dark. And if I just quickly show you this, there we go. Get a good look at that. So they don't have any transparency now, but I kind of wouldn't be surprised that they'd be accepted. Like I said, Facepunch was going to accept these. In fact, like I can show you right here on SCMM, you can actually see that they literally changed the name and everything because originally it was called Doom Garage Door. But they changed it to Industrial Bloodgate, and Robstar has decided to follow that name. So I can't help but think we're definitely potentially going to be seeing that being accepted in a future upcoming Rust Door. We shall see. But at the end of the day, you can still show your support or criticism. Are you a fan of this? Do you like the design? I understand a lot of you are very much looking forward to the likes of the see-through mesh one. But it was a bit too ridiculous, too pay to win, and I'm sure you can understand that. If we started seeing things like that being accepted, it'll be a bit of a slippery slope, and then suddenly we'll be getting pay to win this and that, and that's not going to be super fun for everybody, is it? Yeah, awkward. But at the end of the day, again, if you like it, feel free to go ahead, vote yes or no. It's up to you. Let's now move on. We now have a continuation to talk about. It is the next Frontier Rustic skin, more specifically a door. We have the Armoured Door, and as you can see right there, the hatch is transparent. And as you can see here, transparent is being mentioned. With the likes of what happened to the Industrial Bloodgate door, we have to see mentions of this. Not everybody seems to be doing it in terms of putting it out in the likes of the actual name description. Some people putting it here. I'm not sure if that's fully allowed, but it's only it's like the first time this has been set up. So we'll see what happens from here on now. But don't be surprised to see a lot of naming conventions with transparent in the name now and glow and whatnot. All right. Anyway, so Morphus, how you doing, buddy? Hope everything's doing all right. Hope you're going to enjoy your Christmas and whatnot. I'm pretty sure he is because he got a lot of acceptances towards the end of this year. So what do we have right here? A very nice, cool looking armoured door, which I've already pointed out has a see-through mesh for its hatch. So you can see a lot there. If we were to go over to here as well, you can see the trees in the background. Very nice, very cool. And this is actually the fourth, is it the third or the fourth door? I can show you right here. Here we go. So we have the likes of the sheet metal door, the garage door. We saw the wooden door was accepted. Frontier Rustic large box, that wasn't accepted. And now we're here just after Christmas, wondering what potentially could be appearing next. So with the likes of what we have here, we now need to go over to here and type in Frontier Rustic. Come on, show yourself. Now, unfortunately, we very recently had the likes of the Brutalist garage door come out, and it has a lot more transparency, and it's also glow in the dark. So I feel like that's potentially suffered because of it. Actually, no, didn't this come out after Brutalist? I don't fully remember. I'm actually going a bit crazy, am I? I think so. Yeah, Brutalist managed to retain its value reasonably. This has suffered a little bit. But both of these skins don't have that much quantity on the Steam market. So imagine all the people, right, who haven't been playing for a good few months, ever since the likes of the summer, aka kids. Right? Don't be surprised by this when I say it, but we're going to see a lot of kids return to play this game over the course of this week, next week, and all the way into January and whatnot. This is why usually post-Christmas is the best time to sell your skins, because loads of people return to play the game, loads more people playing the game equals increase in demand for all skins, equals all skins reach their highest point in a long time, all-time high prices and whatnot. So of course, best time to sell. Not too hard to comprehend. So basically, with only 51 quantity here, look at the layout, 11111, that could easily rise back up in price. Now if we were to see the likes of the Armour door being accepted, yes, I could imagine a bit of a spike in demand, spike in price. We have seen that already, all right? So if I can recall, we had the sheet metal door first, and then quite literally a week later, we had the garage door. When this is accepted, this pushed all the way up to about $5. Now, of course, things have cooled down. They've gone down in price again, but with the amount that have been bought overall, it's not that much. With the amount currently listed on the Steam market, it's not that much. Yes, I think things are lining up perfectly if we do see the likes of that Armour door being accepted. Things are looking very, very interesting. All right? And you just saw that, if we could quickly go back over here. Let me just close these. That blends in with a lot of the, building DLC skins. Perfectly, it does a decent job lining up the likes of the brick wall there. Like, it seems to fit most things. So if you do use the likes of Armour doors a lot and whatnot, I'd definitely point it out to you. The only potential issue is we recently had the Brutalist Armour door, and that has a lot more visibility with the hatch down. Awkward, yes, I know. And of course that also has glow in the dark. So we'll see what happens, we shall see, but if it were to be accepted, at the very least, it would cause a spike in demand for the likes of the other doors. And, well, those doors are still expected to do quite alright as we roll into January time. All good, all good. If you happen to like what you see here, feel free to go ahead and vote yes or no. Best of luck to you, Mr. Morphus. Now we have the Insulation Armour double door. Get a good look at this. Over to here. Very nice. This made by K. Vladimir and hello. Yes. Very nice, very cool. Not sure if you'd want to have insulation in the desert. I'm joking, don't worry. It's a bit of a weird spot to have it, but, in the forest areas, yeah, that's cool, that's fine. So, yeah, if you like the design of this, if you'd like to see some more Armour double door skins being accepted, feel free to go ahead and vote yes or no. Best of luck to you too. However, they are competing with someone. They're competing with Mr. Duck and his Brutalist Armour double door. Guys, look at the amount of transparency we have here again. Okay, so you got a hole here, you got a bit of a hole there. It's ridiculous. So yes, even more transparency. Now, what's this one down here? It's the sheet metal door that wasn't accepted. Could that still potentially be accepted? Yes, it could. But like with what we have here, this is the actual skin that we're taking, supposed to be looking at. Transparency here, transparency here. You can see a lot. I think a lot of people would be appreciating it. Plus, as you can see, it also glows in the dark. So, yeah, there's a mention of transparency. There's a mention of glow. As I've already said, that's a new thing that we need to be aware of now. Let's go take a look at the likes of the Brutalist skins. How many do we have now? It's 3, correct? Yes. All right, so all of them are doing very okay. Nothing wrong. Down by 2% with the garage door? That's okay. Up 1% with the Brutalist sheet metal door? That's okay. Brutalist Armour door? He's doing alright. So as I've already mentioned, we're expecting a lot of people to return to playing the game by next week. Literally, just after Christmas. They'll have all their Christmas money. They'll be playing the game non-stop because they don't want to be near their family. So they'll be buying Christmas skins and whatnot. No, buying Rust skins with their Christmas money. So that has got next to no resistance. You've got a 10 there, but honestly, look at that. Look at that. All right? So that's looking pretty good. And then you have the likes of the sheep middle here. And as you get a good proper look at the likes of this, very spread out as well. So the point I'm trying to get across to you is they are very vulnerable. If we do see the likes of another, deployable skin being accepted for a deployable collection, by default, all the deployable skins will spike demand, spike in price. Things are looking very good. They're all very spread out, and they all very likely could be rising up in price ever so easily if we do see the likes of a new skin potentially being accepted. Things are looking good if we do see that being accepted. Need I say any more? Now, it's very rare to see double armoured door skins being accepted. We pointed that out earlier this year, didn't we, when we had the likes of the bombshell sheet metal double door. And lo and behold, that double door is doing very good at the moment, isn't it? It's up by, it's currently $5. Now, earlier this year, it was going up to about $8, but things got a little bit weird. But at the end of the day, it's still double the price it sold for in the Rust store. If that were to be accepted, that might cause a bit of a problem because it's got a lot more visibility. But at the end of the day, if you happen to like what you see here, feel free to go ahead and vote yes or no. Best of luck to you, Mr. Duck. And that was the final deployable skin of this week. So, people, feel free to comment right now. Out of all of these deployables, which one was your favourite? Which of these skins do you reckon has the best potential chance and potentially being accepted? Feel free to write that down right now. I'm going to take a quick drink and then we're going to move on to the likes of weapons and tools. Oh, I've got to take this off. It's too hot. Look at me, I'm sweating. Yeah, I thought it'd be really cute to wear the Santa hat, but it just makes me sweat a lot. It's too hot on my head. I'm actually... I'm literally dripping right here. Oh, dear. Hey, I did it for at least half a video. So yeah, I'm kind of milking it with today's video. Not like on purpose, but like just kind of showcasing to everybody a bit of a better look. But after, this week, we're going to probably see 100 plus skins again. And I've got to be a lot more straightforward with all of it again. So I know I'm being a little bit more gracious in looking at everybody's skins today, but it's very likely not going to stick like that. Do be aware of that in the future. I'm trying my best to make sure everybody gets a reasonable shout out. But yeah, if we have tons of skins, especially with newer skin creators appearing and sticking around, it's good to see, but there's too many skins to show off every other week, isn't there? So at the end of the day, it's nice to see some cool looking creative ideas every week now. So with that, gentlemen, shall we proceed with the likes of weapons and tools? First up, with the likes of a collection continuation to talk about. What's this? It's the Abyss Satchel. Wow, get a good look at that. Whoa, okay, so that's a very cool looking glow-in-the-dark right there. So this is made by Little Ranger, and very recently, if you are aware, he's the person behind the UFO pilot collection as well. He recently got his UFO pilot satchel charge being accepted, didn't he? Now, unfortunately, satchel charge is a little bit awkward if you're wanting to invest into them because, well, they explode. So why would you want to skin something that explodes? But at the end of the day, it's more about how will the Abyss collection respond if we were to see another skin being accepted. So in the current position, Abyss collection is looking very good. Like, very, very good. A good month ago, this was like negative 5%. Now it's up 16%. And trust me, when we get to post-Christmas time, wouldn't be surprised in the slightest if all of this gets bought out. Mostly deployables. I would like to see Tier 3 match up to its Rust store price. The problem with Tier 3 compared to the other armour and clothing pieces is it's sold too much in comparison to the rest of them. But anyway, if we were to see a satchel charge being accepted, could we see a bit of a spike in demand, spike in price? I'll be honest with you, by default, I would say no, but because we got post-Christmas just around the corner, I kind of feel like it might inspire people to jump back in and buy into them and whatnot, and then that'll probably cause a bit of a domino effect. So, simply due to the fact that it's a satchel charge, no, I don't think it will cause a spike in demand, spike in price. But the fact that there's more skins, no, there'll be another skin for the Abyss collection, yes, that probably would get a lot of people wanting to take a look at this, buy it, and then of course prices go up because of it. It's like a match, and suddenly it's all on fire sale. Fire sale would be cheaper prices. Don't worry. Anyway, moving on. Yes, I do imagine some pretty interesting positive things would happen after it. So, regardless, if we do see that, very nice, very cool, but by itself, the satchel charge, it probably wouldn't be a great investment. Yeah, got to be very straightforward with that, I'm afraid. In fact, I can quickly show you, because we do have a satchel charge this week. Take a look at all the satchel charge skins that came out over the past 2 or 3 years. Yep. See, even the one that Little Ranger made himself, still in the negative. But then again, there's only 28 of them on the Steam market. But yeah, that would probably imply there's no demand. Awkward. So, yeah, I feel like there's definitely some positive things that could follow if we were to see that being accepted. It's up to you if you wish to invest into the Abyss collection. I definitely would recommend it. I've got a lot of Deployable skins, and I'm looking forward to seeing the reaction to them. Alright, next up we have some rock skins to take a look at. Now, surprise, surprise, we have a Christmas-themed rock right here. And I was surprised to see this as well. I will sit here and say, maybe it's like a Boxing Day themed skin. Alright, Christmas is over, time to wrap up all the lights in a big ball, throw them in a box and forget about them for another year. At the end of the day, that would be cool. Now, I could see Face Punch probably wanting to accept that and then calling it like a Boxing Day rock. Cool, fair enough. You know, that works. That makes sense. I'm not sure if Bad Trip was thinking that. I think he just thought, that sounds like a cool idea. Missed out on the Christmas submissions, maybe. No, because he made a Nutcracker collection. I don't know. He just had an idea and he rolled with it. So at the end of the day, like I said, maybe you could look at it like it's a Boxing Day style skin. If you happen to like it, feel free to go ahead and vote yes or no. Best of luck to you. Then we have the likes of the Magic Ruby Rock. This is made by Legacy. Good, a good look at this. Is that glow in the dark? Does glow? Right, yes, you can. It's a faint glow, which is fine. People don't seem to like any weapons or tools glowing in the dark, but if it's a faint glow, maybe it's not too bad. So if you happen to like a glowing Magic Ruby Rock, feel free to go ahead and vote yes or no. Best of luck to you, Mr. Legacy. Then we have the Cracked Lake Ice Rock. Again, it's another glow-in-the-dark rock right here. Very faint. Can we get it in the hands? Yes, we do. Very nice, very cool. Get a good look at that. This is made by Holodno. Yes. Now, is there a version 2? Yes, there is. This is the non-glowing version. Very nice, very nice. If you can't afford a Shard of Ice Rock, which costs like $50, I believe, at the moment, yeah, maybe you might want his little cousin here. The much more affordable Cracked Lake Ice Rock. At the end of the day, it's up to you what you do. Feel free to go ahead and vote yes or no. Best of luck to you, Mr. Holodno. Then we have the Mountain Ice Rock made by JJ. Get a good look at this. Right, so, very nice. Very nice. So it's like glacial ice and rock. That does look pretty cool, JJ. I will give it to you. That's actually a pretty cool, interesting idea. Alright, fair enough. Doesn't glow in the dark, no mentions of it. So if you like what you see there, feel free to go ahead and vote yes or no. Best of luck to you, Mr. JJ. Scrolling down a little bit more, we have the likes of some bow skins. I'm talking bows and crossbows. We have 2 collection continuations to talk about, but first up we have the weightless bow. This has cutouts, aka transparency, so like I said many times already, they have to mention it now. So, get a good look at this. Aim down the sight, please. There's not much of a sight, but yeah, you can see a little bit more. I'm not sure if it really makes that much of a difference, but if you like what you see here, feel free to go ahead and vote yes or no if you're a fan of the weightless bow. Best of luck to you, Mr. I keep referring to everybody as Mr., but your name is Mr. Verona, so I was about to say Mr. Verona. Sorry. Moving on, we have the Armageddon crossbow. So, this is a collection continuation to talk about. Quite recently, we had the Armageddon AK-47, sold very nicely. No, reasonably? Oh, no, it was like towards... Wasn't that like during post... No. It came out during the autumn fall seasonal dip. And then we had the SAR. Let's go remember. Armour. Is it GG or DD? It's DD. Okay, there you go. So we had the likes of... No. So we had the likes of the AK-47 and the SAR. I was correct. Okay. So they didn't sell ridiculously, just around 10,000 sales, which, you know, during the time period they came out, fair enough, not going to complain. But with what we have here, would we see the likes of a spike demand, a spike in price, if we were to see the likes of the crossbow skin being accepted? My answer to you is no. Not to be expected. When we have a collection that only consists of weapons and tools, by default you should expect nothing to really change. People don't seem to care too much in regards to a weapon only or a tool only or weapon and tool only collection, unless it's special, like Chameleon or Redemption, for example. So, Oasis and Tumor, I like the design. I like the designs in all of them, but it's just awkward. People don't seem to appreciate it that much. At the end of the day, they've put out a very interesting looking skin. If you like what you see here, feel free to go ahead and vote yes or no. Best of luck to you too. And I should repeat, that does not glow. No mention of glow. No glow. Does not glow. Just wanted to point that out because you're probably looking at it and saying, but Hedge, it glows. Maybe that's why the people don't like it. No. None of them glow. Right? Cool. Ninja crossbow. So, very recently, just before Christmas, we had an interesting batch of skins. Legacy Tier 3. No, this is not the one. It's that one. Sorry. Okay. So, with the likes of this right here and this right here, I think a lot of people associate the Ninja AR to be a perfect combination to go the likes of Legacy Kevlar Tier 3. Now, by default, loads of people like this, and by association, can't speak anymore, people love that. So this is actually doing quite alright at the moment. I was expecting the potential, worst, because that is the best-selling skin, AK-47 skin we've ever seen. It seems to be holding up A-OK, 98 quantity on the Steam market. That's not bad. On average, every Rust skin on the Steam market would have around 100 quantity. So that seems to be holding up very, very nice. If we were to see the Ninja Crossbow being accepted, so let's get a much better look at all of this, could we see the likes of the AK going up in demand, up in price? I think we could, to be honest. I know I just said a silly thing in regards to the likes of the Armageddon set, but the fact that this is still holding, the AK is still holding up his value very well, the fact that it doesn't have a ridiculous amount of quantity on the Steam market, even though it's the top selling AK-47 skin we've ever had, I think this could only give it a benefit. Maybe the Ninja set is going to be just as in demand as the likes of the Chameleon set and the Redemption set. We shall see. Mishka, Svonspa, this is a very nice and welcome looking addition. I hope to see even more, and I do believe they actually intend to make the likes of clothing and armour at some point. So keep an eye out, and of course that would be very, very interesting. So maybe out of optimism and interest, you will see the likes of the AK go up in price because people will be expecting more. Again, if we do see the likes of that being accepted. And as I pointed out, they have mentioned stuff about clothing and armour. So we shall see, but it's up to you if you want to make a move on the likes of that. I did buy orders in this instead, and I've picked up a decent amount of them at a cheaper price, so that worked out all right for me. But, when you look at the bulk of the buy orders, it kind of ends at around $2. And that was a $2.49 skin. But at the end of the day, well, they're all listed above $3. Will it only go up when we see post-Christmas? Probably. So, with that, it's up to you what you do next. I've got to move on. We have the likes of some tool skins over here. Yes, we do. Get a good look at this. Then we have a jackhammer. Then we have some... Oh, that MP5 needs to be up here. Right, so let me just... Wait 1 second. Let me put that there instead. Yeah, that seems to be out in the wrong spot, so I had to fix that afterwards. Don't worry, I'm not going to be out of order. Right, and then we have the MP5 wrap. Do I have Nanotech? Nanotech, are you there? Yes, you are. Okay, cool. And then we got Thompson. Cool. Right, so let's roll in. First up, we have the tools. Here we have the Infection Hatchet version 2 made by Risato. Get a good look at this. Very nice, very cool. Does it glow in the dark? No mention of that. No mention of that, so no glow in the dark. There are both the tools on the floor right there. And then we have the likes of the Infection Pickaxe. Get a good look at this. Very nice, very cool. Very nice green outline all around. Don't touch it, you might get infected. Ooh. If you happen to like what you see, feel free to go ahead and vote yes or no. Best of luck to you, Risato. I don't know if I'm pronouncing it correctly. Feel free to point that out. Antique Hatchet. This is made by Mr. Zinc and... Oh, it's just Mr. Zinc. So we've got a nice bit of transparency right there. Very cool, stylish design. Very nice, very nice. Then we have the likes of the pickaxe right here. Same caliber, do you reckon, in terms of its design? I like the nice little patterns here and whatnot. Zinc, you're very talented. It's very nice to see. So, if you're a fan of this design, feel free to go ahead and vote yes or no. Best of luck to you, Mr. Zinc. Then we have the likes of the Shimmering Jackhammer. This is a collection continuation. This is made by Mr. MM. This is a fairly old collection, so I'm going to need to remind you. Shimmering. It was Shimmering, right? I think, yeah. So we've had the likes of the double barrel shotgun, the custom SMG, the Shimmering LR300, and the Shimmering Stone tools. They are not holding up very well, are they? So like I mentioned earlier, when we talked about the likes of the Armageddon set, if you see a collection that only consists of tools and weapons, yeah, this is what you should normally expect, by default. It's awkward, I know, but yeah, this doesn't look like it has a lot of demand. So, if we were to see a jackhammer skin being accepted, could it cause all of that spiking them up? No. Sorry. You have to understand people's behaviours. So, I don't expect that all to spike and demand and go crazy and whatnot. The jackhammer itself very likely would do very well, because all jackhammers, we don't have that many of them, and standout designs do tend to do quite alright. Jackhammer from Hell glows in the dark. He's 0%. He's been up and down for all of this year. I do think he'll be going up during post-Christmas. Carrot Jackhammer, Easter themed. I don't know if that will rebound by January. Nutcracker Jackhammer actually didn't rise up in price that much for Christmas. That's a little bit awkward, isn't it? But then we got the likes of Comics Jackhammer, $4. Whoa. And then you got like the Ghost Catcher Jackhammer, $170. So, and Love Injector, well, that's a little bit awkward. Some of them doing alright, some of them not so much. It seems to be a bit of a coin flip. We'll see. At the end of the day, if you like this design, if you like what you see here, the nice shimmering blues and purples, feel free to go ahead and vote yes or no. Best of luck to you, Double M. Okay, black... Sorry, I stammered there. Black Line Custom SMG made by Delarai. Get a good look at this. Very nice, very cool. It's all nice and wavy. Ooh, it's going to hypnotise you. Well, that's not good. Hey, Delarai, that's probably not good. When you aim down the sight, you're going to accidentally hypnotise yourself and you're going to forget why you're even fighting people. At the end of the day, if you happen to like what you see here, feel free to go ahead and vote yes or no. Best of luck to you, Mr. Delarai. Then we have some MP5s to take a look at. Get a good look at this. This is Hessiam's MP5. Get a good look at that. Okay, Hessiam, you need to do an aim down the sight image. You need to do an aim down the sight image. Did Thingy do that? Wait, Control-Shift-T. Did you do an aim down the sight? Yes, you did, of course. Oh, I forgot. I was hypnotised. So, yeah, just a little heads up there, Hessiam. When you do a weapon, you have to do an aim down the sight image. It's been requested. I think it's actually a rule, so be prepared for that. Okay, so we have the Pixel Decay MP5. Get a good look at this. This right here. Oh, wait, it's a collection continuation. What are you doing here? You should be higher up. Oh, God. Right. Do you know what we're going to do? I'm going to look at the others. And then I'm going to save Pixel Decay for last. And I'll make sure it's in the right position. I'm so sorry. I've completely forgotten about that one. Because we got the very random acceptance, didn't we? A good couple months back. So here we have the Neon Tech MP5. This is completely different from the one we were just looking at a minute ago. This is made by Cody. Get a good look at this. It's a very nice wavy navy blue. What's that called? What's that coloration called? Not chrome. I guess you could call it chromatic blue or something. Yeah, maybe. That's quite nice. If you like the design, well, feel free to go ahead and vote yes or no. Best of luck to you, Mr. Cody. Then we have MP5 Wrap, Mr. Dragvlad with his graffiti style. That, you know what, Dragvlad? I'll give it to you. That's actually a very cool looking design right there. That is a very cool looking design out there. You should put yourself out there for like Twitch drops. I'm pretty sure a lot of people who want to get Twitch skins made would like your style. Put your name out there a little bit more. I'm being honest, it does look cool, but it seems Face Punch doesn't seem... Well, it's not the first one I'm trying to say. I'm not sure if Face Punch is going to say yes or no to that. If they do, fair enough. If they don't, offer your services to people who want Twitch skins. Alright? Just saying, alright? Because that does look cool, and I think a lot of people would appreciate it. Aimed in sight, what do you see? Useful red aim sight, perfection, and it says wrap right there. Alright, cool. Do you like his designs? Do you reckon it looks quite alright? Do you reckon it's a little bit too much for us? Feel free to comment below. Drugvlad, I'll give it to you. It's very nice and creative. So, with that, feel free to go ahead and vote yes or no. Then we have the likes of the... Oh. Now we go to MP5. Right, so we have the Pixel Decay MP5 made by Mr. McQuarrie. This is a collection continuation. Aim down the sight, what do you see? Useful red aim sight right there. So, quite some time back, we did see the likes of... Was it an LR300? It was like a very random acceptance, wasn't it? Do you remember this? Not that. Oh, okay, Pixel Decay. Decay. Come on, there we go. Oh, no, I've clicked the wrong thing. Oh, okay. What am I like today? I'm not feeling like super great. I don't know what's wrong. Okay, so yes, this was accepted. Didn't sell that much. That was back in what, middle of November, so a month back. So this was submitted back in what, 2022? Like early 2022? Nothing happened. Year and a half later, oh yeah, let's accept it now. What? And it was a normal rust ore. That was the weird thing. Anyway, we have this currently sitting with 28 quantity. You're about to see this. And the cheapest one is 98 cents. I'm going to sit here and say I don't think people care for this. It's unfortunate, but it's not too hard to deduce based on the price and the amount of listings. Awkward. So if we were to see the likes of this Pixel Decay MP5 being accepted, would it cause the LR300 to go up in demand? I don't think so. It's already not in demand, and I don't think people care too much about it. It's very unfortunate to say, but it is what it is. So I think we're probably not going to bother with that one. Didn't sell that. Oh, shit. I'm sorry. I'm very sorry. Kind of like choked there. So, it didn't really sell that much. There's not that much of these in circulation. But even then, with hardly any listings and whatnot, the demand just isn't there. When a weapon skin or a tool skin goes down to less than $1, the only people who are buying them are people who are just wanting to turn them into metal. And that's not a very good point for a weapon skin, is it? So that's a clear sign of no demand. So yeah, unfortunate, but it is what it is. So let's move on with the likes of... Oh, actually, if you like it, feel free to go ahead and vote yes or no if you like it. Best of luck to you, Mr. McCurry. But then with the likes of Winter Ops Thompson, that's made by FaZe. Get a good look at this. Very nice, very cool. Aimed in a sight. Yes, we do. What's it? It's a perfectly normal aim sight right there. So if you happen to like the Winter Ops Thompson, feel free to go ahead and vote yes or no for Mr. FaZe. Then we have some double barrel shotguns, some SARs, and then we have some LR300s, I believe. Yes, we do. And then we'll end it with some AK-47s and some sniper rifles. Double Pipeliner. Pipeliner? What? Jessin. Is that supposed to say pipeliner? Pipeliner. Right. Sorry. I'm sorry. It's all good. Don't worry, buddy. I'll say the right term. The double pipeliner, double barrel shotgun. I hope it was supposed to be pipeliner. Otherwise, I'm being a bit mean then. But yeah, at the end of the day, do you like this? It's very nice. Straightforward. Not too crazy in terms of its design. It's using that piping very well. So, yeah, if you're a fan of that, feel free to go ahead and vote yes or no. Best of luck to you, Mr. Jessin. Next up, we have the Candlestick Double Barrel Shotgun made by Fresh, a DBS made from old bronze candlestick with old burnt candles blown out after the shot. Okay, cool. All right, very nice, very cool. Oh, you can see a perfect understanding of what he has here. So it's like candlesticks, the wax is all on the side. Yeah, that's cool. All right, fair enough, fair enough. I can see a lot of people potentially appreciating that. So if you're a fan of that, feel free to go ahead and vote yes or no. And let's move on then. Best of luck to you, Mr. Fresh. Best of luck to you. Moving on, we're now on to Camellia. Is it Camellia? Is that supposed to have two L's? I don't know. Lottie and Lottie Jr. have produced the Camellia... this SAR, we'll just go with that. We'll just roll from here. So this SAR, you've got a lovely batch of flowers on the side. It's mostly green. Useful red aim sights, sort of. Yes, if you happen to like what you see here, feel free to go ahead and vote yes or no. Best of luck to you too. Then we have the Eraser SAR made by Shedmon. Get a good look at this. That's a very cool looking display right there. That is pretty stylish. Right, so... it's reminding me of a CS weapon, but I can't seem to remember what one it is. I can't remember it. Chat, if you know what I'm talking about, feel free to point it out. Feel free to comment below. But yep, look at this. Aim down the sight, please. What do we have? Do we aim down the sight? Well, actually, that looks really cool as well. In-game on the side of the gun rack. Ooh, that looks pretty good. Right, but aim down the sight. Where are we? I don't think we have an aim down the sight. Oh, there you are. All right. Useful red aim sight right there. Perfection. So if you happen to be a fan of Mr. Shedmon's work right here, feel free to go ahead and vote yes or no. Best of luck to you, sir. We have the C-SAR. This is made by Slivkey and Jeeba. Get a good look at this. Very nice. Straightforward. Not too crazy in terms of its design. I get the feeling this was left underwater for a very long time with the barnacles all on the side and whatnot. I guess it's supposed to be an homage to the likes of, ships, the bottom and whatnot, all made out of wood and whatnot. Okay, I can see that. I can understand that. So if you happen to be a fan of the likes of this, feel free to go ahead and vote yes or no for Mr. Slivkey and Jeeba's C-SAR. Then we have Mr. Sean Mick back again with his Lattice collection. Here we have the likes of a brand new Lattice SAR right in front of you. Get a good look at that. Aim down the sight. Where is that? Aim, yep, perfecto. And it's mostly a beige, light brown. Yeah, okay, that should be good for most environments. Maybe not the likes of the desert. Maybe not the likes of the desert. But if you happen to like what you see here, feel free to go ahead and vote yes or no if you'd like to see the Lattice SAR skin being accepted. Best of luck to you, Mr. Shormick. Then we have some LR300s, or LR300. Yes, this is one skin, but it has two versions. Get a good look at this. High voltage LR300, brought to you here by Mr. Eros. Yeah! So that's got like a mostly yellow theme. But then over to here, now we've got the blue. Yes, get a good look at that. So you still got like the yellow. Oh, damn, look at that. That's a very nice promo piece right there. Do you prefer the blue or the previous one? What, black? So, yeah. Which one do you prefer? Well, all you got to do is go ahead and vote yes or no. That's all you got to do. And then we have a whole full batch of AK-47s to go through, as per usual. Loads of people like to make AK-47s. I have to look at them all. Right, Iron Horde Red AK-47 made by Danielson. Let's get a good look at this, all on the side. Very nice, very cool. Looking pretty sleek. Can we get an aim down the sight? Yes, we can, and that is a useful red aim sight. Very nice. But, oh, sorry. And if you just saw, we do have a different version, the black style instead. Very nice. Very cool. It's got like a raven there. Aim down the sight. What do you see? Same red aim sight. So if you happen to be a fan of either of these designs, feel free to go ahead and show your support. Vote yes or no. We got a nice little thumbs up there. Cool stuff there, Danielson. Best of luck to you. We'll see what happens next. Then we have the Valhalla assault rifle made by Vase and Lynx. Get a good look at that. It's got like swords all on the sides. Very nice, cool wrapping. That actually looks very nice. I like the shine on that. So yes, get a good look at that. Aim down the sight if we can, please. Where's that? Where is the aim down the sight? Oh, there it is. Cool. And oh, you got a guy doing the He-Man pose. Oh, I have the power. Sorry. He's got a sword. Anyway, useful red aim sight right there. I like the design. You two have done a very cool looking skin right here. If you're a fan of it, feel free to go ahead and vote yes or no. Best of luck to you two. Then we have the Wave Vibe AK-47. This is made by 1SQ. A very in-your-face, very vibrant coloured AK-47. Aimed down the sight. What's the aim sight looking like? It's gold or yellow. Either one. So yes, if you're a fan of this, if you need something nice and bright to show off, feel free to go ahead and vote yes or no. Best of luck to you, Mr. 1SQ. Then we have the Road Warrior AR. Get a good look at this, all on the side. Caglian and Yenlar back at it again. Recently getting their bamboo double-barrel shotgun being accepted. Trying to chase after their next acceptance. So, witness me. Oh, okay then. But yeah, it's like a very battle-scarred, well-used AK-47. And I think a lot of people could appreciate a design like this. Aimed in the sight, what do you see? Useful red aim sight. But if we go over to here, we actually have a coloured version. Now, this probably was a very nice, colourful AK when it first was introduced and put in that guy's hands. But he's been using it over the years. It's all worn out, it's rusty. Again, in terms of a very nice, grounded but realistic approach, I think that's a pretty cool skin for you people if you like those types of designs. So, once again, with the likes of Caglian and Yenlar, if you happen to like their skin, feel free to go ahead and vote yes or no. Best of luck to you two. Then we have the Black-White AR. This is made by Confusion. Not to be confused with the Noir AR that we've seen in the past. Get a good look at that. Get a good look at that. Aim down the sight if we can. Where is that? It's here. Get a good look at that. A smiley face for some reason. Useful weight. Well, I mean, in snowy and Arctic environments, white aim sight isn't going to be super great. I think that's actually a bit of a grey, though. Yeah. Well, hopefully that's still helpful for all the people. If you like what you see here, feel free to go ahead and vote yes or no. Best of luck to you, Mr. Confusion. Then we are moving on to the final two skins, two sniper rifles. Here is the Banana. Yes, that is correct, the Banana. It is a banana bolt action rifle. Get a good look at this. Another attempt. It's a version 2. Chat, YouTube. Do you want a banana? Sorry, I'm sorry. Peel it down and go, sorry. So yes, we got ourselves a very nice looking banana bolt action rifle. If you happen to like what you see here, feel free to go ahead and vote yes or no, and we shall proceed to take a look at the banana collection, because there's a bit of a problem with this collection. All of the skins have a goofy name. It ends with Nana. But the problem is when you go to search for the likes of, oh, I don't know, Banana LR300, you're not going to be able to find it. You have to specifically write out LR Nana. Now, out of all of these skins, the only one that's doing alright is the Thompson. And I'm not too surprised by that. Also, Thompson's doing very good at the moment. I told you, we'll be seeing it go up in price even more. All the Thompsons, that is. But we can't really talk about that now. Anyway, point is, there is a bit of an awkwardness in regards to, do people actually want to dress up in yellow? Do people even know that they can find that? Do people even know how to find these skins properly? I think there's a decent portion that don't. As I said, you have to quite literally write out the name as it's listed there. Otherwise, you're not going to be able to find them. Unless you search for all kilts, for example, or all Python skins, for example. If you don't do it that way, you're not going to see them. Awkward. So, I'll be brutally honest with you, if that were to be accepted, would all of those other skins go up and run up in price? No, I don't think so. I don't think so. It's too many in there. They're all not really doing super well. Except the Thompson. So, it's awkward. I'm sorry to say. But if we did see the likes of more clothing and armor skins and whatnot, that could probably change things a bit around. But they did try. They certainly did try. So, moving on, we have the likes of the Ink Dragon L96. Get a good look at this. We've got a video here as well. So let me just quickly pause that. Make sure it's all 1080p. And I don't need to see people's biographies. Thank you. Okay, we're getting super up close here on the designs. Yes, this is nice. Do you like what you see here? Are you a fan? Do you like? So, thank you very much for that video there, Mr. Monoic Man. You can see how they slowly built up the design as time has gone on, and we can get a better look at it in game. There you go. Very nice. It's all in his back right there. So, this is also another continuation that we can talk about. Quite some time back, we had, what was it? Was it the pump shotgun? So we'll have to take a look at that up in a second. So let's go type in Ink Dragon, because there was another couple skins, weren't there? I can't seem to find it. Let's go back to, what was it, November? The end of November? Where are you? Where are you? Okay, I can't seem to find it. Where is it? Oh, there you go. Ink Dragon. Oh, it's the only skin that we had. Right, so this didn't sell that much. Out of all the pump shotgun skins we've seen over the past, 2 years, it's the lowest selling one. And it's doing all right, most likely because of that. So with a sheer lack of sales leads to a sheer lack of listings, leads to, well, it's very hard to get a hold of one of them. And, well, the prices are doing a whole lot better because of it. Now, like I said earlier, on average, every Rust skin on the Steam market should have around 100 quantity, on average. That's got 22. So it kind of puts it into perspective. there isn't really many of them in circulation now. If you were to look at the sales and whatnot, what's the most recent prices? Okay, they're definitely going above $3. So yeah, it's in a comfortable spot. If we were to see the likes of the L96 being accepted, would that spike in demand, spike in price? You know what? It might go up a little bit, but then again, a little bit might just be 2 sales. How many of these have sold for ever since it came out? Because it doesn't seem to be moving that much. It's just like a 1 and 1 and 1 and 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 2, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. Yeah, I don't think you could sit here and say this is super in demand, but it's in, it's higher in price due to the fact that there's hardly any listings, hardly any stock. So I would just avoid it. I'll just avoid it. It's probably not worth the risk and whatnot at the end of the day. If you still like this design though, if you would like to see more L96 skins being accepted, feel free to go ahead and vote yes or no. Best of luck to you, Mr. Monoic Man. And that, my friends, was the last weapon/tool skin to showcase which of these skins that we just went through is your favourite. Out of all of these weapons and tool skins, which of these do you reckon has the best potential chance of being accepted at some point in the near future with a future Rust store? So feel free to comment below, go ahead and do that. I'm going to get myself nice and ready to talk about the likes of the clothing and armour in just a bit. I've definitely been a bit more talky this video. That's fine. I enjoy talking, and I'm sure you enjoy listening. If you don't, oh god. But like I always say, if you want to, identify just the collection continuations, you'd look at the bottom in the description, you would see the likes of the links, the chapters and whatnot. I now realise I didn't mention at the very beginning of the video to look in the description to look at the collection link. Damn. I'm rusty. I've been a bit slurry today, my apologies. I don't know what's happened to me. I guess I'm feeling the need to talk quickly, but I'm also wanting to relax, so I'm stalling as I speak. I told you I was weird. Alright, so I was thinking about putting the hat on, but I don't want to bother. Alright. Right then, people, let's now hop in and talk about the likes of those clothing and armour pieces. First up, we have a pot hat, but don't be... oh, it's broken. What? Okay, don't be surprised if I sat here and told you it's not a pot at all. No, it's a boonie hat. It's, okay, cool. It's a boonie hat. It's got transparency all on the side. Oh, hang on a minute. Kelmo, Brurick, you didn't mention transparency. Yeah, you should probably do that. Yeah, so they've made it look like a pan, which is cool. That's totally fine. But they didn't mention that the, the flap around it and whatnot is transparent. I'm not sure if they'd get in trouble for that, but yeah. At the end of the day, it's a silly idea. Do you like silly ideas? Is that what you'd like to see potentially being accepted at some point over the course of the next few Rustors? Well, feel free to show your support. Feel free to go ahead and vote yes or no. And what's up with the cats? Right, so, cool. Moving on, we have some pretty cool looking clothing pieces over here. So, winter camo poncho with the likes of some pants, some hide pants to be precise. Now, this is not the first winter or snow or Arctic themed poncho that we've had before. We quite literally had the likes of the Arctic collection with its poncho. In fact, that was the first modern poncho to be accepted. And then after that, like 20 other ponchos were accepted afterwards, because poncho skins used to be a rare sight. They used to be a rare sight. So, yeah, it's cool to see another option potentially. I mean, the design of it does kind of remind me of the camouflage net rugs, you know what I'm on about right there. So, it's pretty cool. Looks pretty nice. GBG, I wouldn't say no. I'm pretty sure a lot of people would appreciate some more early game primitive Arctic camouflage skins and whatnot. What do you think, chat? YouTube? Feel free to show your support in regards to whether you like it or not, you know, in regards to doing that. But feel free to comment if you'd like to see some more primitive camouflage skins. Or do you reckon it's a little bit too much, especially to have some primitive versions of camouflage skins? Like, you know, we've got like Forest Raiders, Desert Raiders, and you've got the likes of Whiteout Collection. Are you happy if it's only going to be the core pieces? Or do you reckon it should be alright to have primitive skins that are camouflaged as well? So, it's up to you. Feel free to show your support, like I said, in regards to this skin. GBG, best of luck to you, and yeah, we'll see what happens next. Now we're moving on to the likes of hoodie and pants. Here we have the likes of the Ghost Assassin hoodie and pants made by Cubist and Armageddon. Get a good look at this. Now, it's shiny. It's shiny. I don't think people are going to appreciate shiny white. So basically, you were probably looking at this and thinking, wow, that's some very cool looking camouflage. Well, it's shiny, so it's going to probably be a little bit noticeable, and that's not what you want when you're running around in the snow. You want to be unseen. But yeah, I mean, you know, the likes of Wiltshire will probably be happy if skins like that were accepted. It wouldn't be too bad to set up a base in the snow area, would it? But at the end of the day, look, it's up to you if you happen to like it or not. Feel free to go ahead and vote yes or no if you're a fan of this. Pants are here as well. Oh, at least you can see it like in the grassy area. Okay, cool. So yeah, if you like it, feel free to go ahead and vote yes or no. Best of luck to you two, and yeah, it's in your hands, people. Now, what do we have over here? It's the Roman hoodie and pants. This is made by Dark Schneider and Zed Skipper. Roman gladiator theme. What do you reckon? I mean, it comes with 8-pack ads. I could just say no to that. So, yeah. Pretty cool looking design. Bit goofy? Probably. If only they could get the proper Roman helmet. They can't do it though. Like, only Face Punch would be able to do something like that. Again, I did make a silly video earlier this year coming up with silly like Halloween ideas Face Punch could probably do. I would like to throw in a new one. Could we potentially see a Roman hat as a fancy dress silly idea for a cosmetic skin item? Face Punch and for Halloween 2024. Can we see, please? Anyway, with what we have here, very cool, silly idea. If you happen to be a fan of this, if you'd like to see more, feel free to go ahead and vote yes or no. Best of luck to you two. And, oh, you can see their mood board. That's nice. That's cool. Right. Best of luck to you two. Right then. This is where we have some collection continuations to talk about. A very, very interesting kilt is right here in front of us. But I should point out, very weirdly, only the kilt. Not the other tier 2 pieces. No vest, no coffee can. Kosem, okay, actually spoke to him, didn't I? He wasn't really sure if Face Punch would approve of more Legacy Kevlar. Now, if you go to take a look at the current Rustor, you might notice that even though it's a Christmas Rustor, we have Legacy Kevlar here still. What's up? What's going on? So, to our surprise, this persisted. So this came out on December 7. And we knew, so for example, just need to point this out, in the Face Punch blog, when we had the 10th anniversary update and whatnot, they said in their blog, all right, the Legacy Bow is going to persist in all of the Christmas Rustors, all of the December Rustors. So it appeared here, and it appeared in the next Rustor. But to our surprise, and there was no mention of this, these two skins persisted as well. Now, this isn't made by Face Punch, it's made by Kosem, all right? So, what's up? What's going on there? Don't know. But here's the awkward thing. They've persisted, and they already sold a lot. So after 7 days in the Rust store, the likes of the face mask did about 55,000 bare minimum sales. This did about 45 bare minimum sales. Yeah, they've sold a fair bit more since then, because they've still been in the Rust stores. They haven't sold as much compared to when they were first in the Rust store, but we knew that these were going to get a lot of sales. We knew loads of people were going to want to jump into this. First of all, budget blackout set, very nice. But when you actually take a look at the likes of the face mask, well, what do you see? It's a faceless face mask. Loads of people brought this up already, so you know about that. Looks like a beanie hat. Ha 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 ha. Okay. So we've had some problems in regards to this. I actually made a video talking about it as well, so we'll quickly go back over to here. What's the deal with Legacy Tier 3? Well, to our surprise, it's persisted, and now we have to question, is everything going to be alright? So in that video I talked about how it wasn't selling that much, and who knows, maybe at some point we'll probably see Hoodie and Pants or Tier 2 being made. Well, funny that. What do we have right here? As we've already mentioned, we got the Kilt here. Do you reckon they'll probably accept the Kilt and then make that persist for several weeks as well? At the end of the day, that would print money. If Face Punch wanted money, that right there would print money. And if we see a new core piece being accepted, well, what do we always see? We will see the likes of that having a bit of a spike in demand, spike in price. Now, there are some problems. I should quickly point this out. So if you go to the marketplace, if you go take a look at over here, you can see Legacy Kevlar Face Mask has 232 quantity, and you can instantly notice the likes of this listing right here. Some guy decided, oh, you know what, this is screwed. I'm going to go unload 90 plus quantity. Some of it has disappeared, but he's not doing this skin any favors. If this happens to be you, if you're watching and that's you, remove it, because even if we potentially don't see the likes of that Kilt being accepted, we are still expecting the likes of, if I can just quickly go over to here, we are still expecting a lot of people to return to play the game the very second December 26 hits. All right, if you removed your listings right now, that will still go up in price. Yes, I don't care if it's done 60,000 bare minimum sales. When all the people who return, aka the kids and whatnot, and the college students and whatnot, people not working as much because it's Christmas time, you will see a lot of people buy into those skins. And yeah, a lot of them got bought, true, but they will do better. And if we do also see the likes of that Kilt being accepted, it will do even better. Will it go up to an insane price? No, there's too many of them that have been bought. But gradually over time, it will get appreciation. It will go up in price. By appreciation, I mean, look at the Whiteout collection. Initially, it didn't sell for that much, but as time went on, it started to rise up in price. And now it's fairly expensive, even though it's done ridiculous sales when it first came out. So, Legacy Kevlar face mask and chestplate both could do very well if we didn't have reckless, crazy people unloading all of their stock. But if you do see the likes of the Kilt come out, you will still see a spike in demand. How high will it go? We don't know. But if it does happen like December 28, just around the starting point of post-Christmas, it will very likely go pretty far. But you do have to be reminded of the idea that these are going to very likely still be in the Rust store if we do see a spike in demand. But everyone who invested into these skins probably already have done so. Half the reason why we haven't been seeing that many sales in the second week of this appearing. So, yeah, I don't feel like it's screwed, but I don't feel like it's going to go insane. So if you bought these for $2.49, could you still make a profit out of them? I'm pretty sure you still will. I'm still pretty sure you can make a profit out of them. So you just have to wait and see. But like I've said, in regards to other people, well, they tend to be reckless and stupid, and it affects you as well. So keep an eye on this. But I do believe the price has managed to stay simply because people who are still buying these, well, they might want to go buy them on the Rust store, but it will tell them, hang on a minute, wait, you could look on the Steam market right now, they're selling cheaper. And of course, most people are going to go for the cheaper option, aren't they? So, yeah, we're in a bit of a weird limbo of this, but still expecting this to do quite all right when all the, returning people will appear. So, that is an optimistic view. It's up to you how you approach all of this now, but like I said, if you really want some, just go buy some from the Steam market instead. All right? I already bought a whole bunch. Unfortunately, I got dumped on. That wasn't cool, but yeah, I survived it, and I got my money back. I sold some Christmas skin. Sounds good. Right, so best of luck to you, Mr. Kosem. If you happen to like what you see here, feel free to go ahead and vote yes or no. But at the very least, I will point this out. A blackout Kilt costs like just under or just over $20 at the moment. That very likely would cost $2.49. If you're looking for those budget blackout sets, it's up to you. It's up to you. Then we have the likes of the Desert Beast Tier 3. Now, this is a bit weird. Why is it weird, Hedge? Well, 1 on J, 34633. they only made primitive skins initially for this. I was honestly expecting potentially to see the likes of some hide shirt and pants. Nope, just immediately gone to the likes of tier 3. So this is a little bit awkward. So if we could just go to Desert Beast. Desert Beast right here. Come on, show yourself. There you go. There you go. Right, so we have the likes of the bandana and the poncho, and then a short while later we got the likes of the burlap shirt and pants. Pants are doing very nice, by the way. That's looking pretty good. Okay, if this were to be accepted, would all of this go up and go up in price and whatnot? I think it still would. I think it still would. But I guess it's more a case of people would then be expecting more, and by more I mean more primitive stuff. And I will sit here and say I went up to 1RJ and I said, well, 1RJ, look, listen. I know you went straight ahead to do the tier 3 armour, but look what got accepted during this Christmas batch. A hide skirt and a horse neck combination, yeah? These skins got accepted. These are the first skirt and horse neck skins to be accepted in about 6 years, which I can prove to you right now. So I was like, look, hardly anyone's made any primitive female skins for Rust. Why not consider making some Desert Beast hide, horse neck and skirt? And he was like, I probably will, yeah. So if you're optimistic for the likes of actually seeing some more Desert Beast primitive clothing, whether it's going to be hide clothing or hide, horse neck and whatnot, I was referring to hide clothing as the shirt and the pants and whatnot, yeah, I'd still stay optimistic and whatnot. Would you like to see boots? Would you like to see like leather gloves? Would you like to see some other things? You got to tell him. You got to go to the comment section. Feel free to do that if you'd like. But at the end of the day, it's up to you if you like this or not. Get a good look at this. Very nice, very cool. Is that good for the desert environment? You tell me. Feel free to go ahead and comment. But yes, that's it. That's everything. So if you're a fan of that, it's up to you what you do. Best of luck to you two, 1RJ and 3463. And that is the final clothing and armor piece of this batch from this week. So as you can scroll up right here, out of all of these clothing and armor skins, which wasn't that much, look at that, look at that. Feel free to go ahead and vote which one was your favourite. Go ahead and vote for the one that you reckon is most likely potentially going to be accepted. Cool. But overall, you could also sit here and say, out of all of these skins, which one was your most favourite? Which one do you reckon has the best chance of potentially being accepted? There's only 77 skins this week, but next week I will expect more. So, again, we were a little bit rambly this week, but we had the time. We were all here to chill out and enjoy ourselves and whatnot. Like I say, every single week I put an effort into give you the specific chapters to skip ahead to the collection continuations. So, that was a lovely little talk there. So let me just reiterate this one more time. This Thursday, we're getting Christmas Week 2 for Christmas Week 2 skins. So another 10 skins out of this batch right here, round 1, I should point out. Which ones do you reckon potentially will get picked out of this? Well, again, feel free to comment. Feel free to sit there and say what you think. I'm optimistic potentially to see some more skins that could have a bit of an impact. So with the first Rust door, we did see the likes of Santa's coat being accepted. That caused Christmas Gang hoodie and pants and the Santa armor pieces to go up in demand very nicely. Christmas has been a bit awkward overall. In fact, let me just quickly go check my account over here. Did I actually sell some Christmas skins whilst I did this video? Oh, the anticipation. Let's find out. Go. Oh, sorry. Go. There you go. People still want Christmas skins. Over the course of this week, in the lead up to Christmas, I am expecting loads of people still wanting to buy Christmas skins, so I just made a nice chunk of money right there. If I quickly refresh, how much? Oh, there you go. Yeah, so I'm up to about $2,000 American if you were to do the currency exchange there. Unfortunately, I've got a lot of pending, but the fact that I've almost got to the point of my maximum Steam wallet, if I then had the pending rolling by then, I'm going to be up even higher. So, yeah, cool. If I quickly go over to the front page, Neon Snowflake is getting bought out. What is going on there? I'm not complaining. Clearly, people care about a certain batch of Christmas skins, but what is up with you? Why have you suddenly started to go up in price so much? Why have you suddenly gone up in demand so much? Yeah, he did quite all right initially, went down a bit because everybody got a little bit worried in regards to people weren't going insane in terms of buying Christmas skins for the first 2 weeks. Then we got the Christmas Rust store, they went down a fair bit, and now it's started to pick up again. I'm confused and surprised, but I still own like another 50 of them, so I'm still in the money. But yeah, I'm actually quite surprised to see that. Someone must have mentioned it. I mentioned it, but I don't think I'm that influential yet, so... Who knows? Who knows? So overall, it was a bit of a meaty video, but you know, you got Christmas time now. It's not like you're rushing for time or anything. I'm sorry, that was a little bit of a mean way to mention it. Oh, by the way, if you're curious, one of the abnormal skins has already become marketable. If I click this, you can see that the garage door is already on the market. Technically speaking, you can't list it yet, but you can buy it now, which is odd. And that's basically ruined the abnormals tomorrow, because that's one of two. So now we have one abnormal to chase after tomorrow. That being the Frosty's fridge. Alright then, yeah, that's it then. We went through everything. I hope it was enjoyable for all of you. If I happen to have missed any skins, if you are a newer skin creator, you have to be consistent. Because I know there was a lot of people who submitted skins during the likes of Christmas. I mean, I know that because they're all here. Look at all of this. Sorry, 1 second. We'll be there in a second. Come on. There you go. Loads of people submitted skins. But if you're a newer skin creator, I need to see that you're consistent, all right? And if you prove to be that, and if you keep getting your skins being acknowledged of being to the quality standard, potentially being accepted into the game, yes, I will start following you. But please understand, right? You can only follow up to 250 people. There is a limit, so that's why I'm a bit picky. And of course, I don't want to like follow someone who's only going to be around for 2 weeks and then disappears. You know, so you know, it's not good for me as the investor, if that makes sense. So I'm trying to be non-biased. The reason why I mention this is because someone came up to me and said, why wasn't his skin in my list? And I was like, you've only just appeared, basically. He removed his comments. I'm not mad at you, buddy. You're not the first person to ask me. Just wanted to point it out. So if you're consistent and it's acknowledged that your skins are the quality standard, fair play. I will follow you. And that applies to all the new people, right? So I will be keeping an eye out. I will be keeping check. All good? My apologies if I did miss any people's skins that were submitted. If I did, feel free to comment below and list it. You know, send a link and whatnot. Sorry about that, but at the very least I could show it off on the abnormal stream tomorrow, which will also appear in the abnormal video. Catch you later. Say goodbye.